Part two, man. What happens when you cross over into the afterlife? I'm going to tell you a small secret. You're more in real time when you cross over. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more alert right now than I was about 30 minutes ago because it's time for work, and I'm ready to go get me some coffee, maybe some pancakes, you know, and then go ahead and clear up the river so that the river can flow and everything on earth don't suffer and die from lack of water. You know, the flow of the river is very essential and key to Earth's flourishing and well-being of the people on this planet. The river dry up, the river stop running. See, the Trinity River down where I'll be at you know, over the Barrett Bridge sometimes, over that way on Irving, going down Westmoreland. See that? That's the Trinity River. But it flows all the way, it's connected to the Mississippi River, and it flows all the way to Texas. Here, Texas to Mississippi, all the way to Louisiana, all that. It goes a very long, it's a Mississippi River going to the Trinity River, okay? Hold on one second, y'all. Now, all right. What happens when you cross over? When you cross over, you have a spirit guide that, like, as soon as you die, you cross over. There's a disconnection between Earth and the spirit realm. There's a disconnection. You're no longer connected. You're no longer connected, and
Soup driving this?
I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
We don't want to load it if you ain't.
No, you're right.
I'll be back there.
Well, what they taking 27 in? I'll put it in 27.
I don't know. I thought they were talking about, didn't Soup go get a key to another truck?
I'm not for sure.
Soup fucking up. Alright. That's the reason why I need to go and get my license, man. So I can drive 35, because I love 35. This is 35. You know what I'm saying? This is 35. The tool truck. You know what I'm saying? I need to go ahead and get my license, man, so I can drive 35.
Hey, what, that thing I sent you?
Huh?
You didn't do the thing I sent you, man.
Shit, it wouldn't let me get on that motherfucker, man.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Hold on one second, hold on. Alright. Yeah, so what happens when you die, man? You cross over. Hold on, I'll get with you in a minute, man. When you die, you cross over. There's a disconnection, like I say, from this earth to the spiritual realm, man. You know, when you first, it's like stepping out of the light of this world, and you go straight into darkness, which is the outer limits. You're going to be in space. You're going to be in space. It doesn't change. You're just a spirit now. So, then you start based upon the energy, whether you're low vibration or high vibration, your frequency level. If you are a evil person or you're a righteous person, depend on, it's all based upon your deeds. You go into the light, you go into heaven, you go into and everything is well, or you're going to remain in darkness and you're going to descend. You're either going to ascend, all right, which is where everybody wants to go, to heaven. But the harsh reality is not everybody make it into heaven. The harsh reality is a lot of people descend. And that's the lower parts, which is parts of pain and suffering, void of light, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? There's a meeting when you die. You're meeting your family, your friends, your loved ones, all these different things. You have so many different things that's going on, and I'm trying not to touch on too much because I'm gonna put everything into part 3. I just wanted to clarify some things with you in the transition. So I'm not gonna be long on part 2. I just wanted to talk a little bit briefly about the transition. When you are transitioning, when you are in transition from this life to the afterlife, there is a process. It's a process. There might be a test, there might be a trial that you have to go through. It might not be. You know, and some it might be simple. Simple. You're good or you're evil. You're banished. You're going to descend. You're good. You know, you have everything that you've done in life it's magnificent. You ascend. Welcome. There, and there's just, you know, read your Bible about that. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So, what I wanted to talk a little bit about, but it kind of slipped my mind because everybody want to try to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Transitioning. Food. You're no longer hungry, man. Food, money, wealth, fame, fortune, you know, power, all these different things, you know, what you concerned about in this time realm, everything, it no longer matters. It don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even exist. It's not real. You know, you're more asleep. You're more asleep now. When you die, you're more alive. You be like, man, he died and he passed into the afterlife. Well, then he's not fucking dead. You don't understand. How the fuck did I die, but then I pass into the afterlife? Then I'm not dead. I'm alive. I'm probably more alive now than I was when I was alive on earth. I just transformed. I just transitioned. I just repositioned myself. I ascended. I'm no longer a part of humanity. I'm all spirit. Okay? Now, in cases like some people who have died and came back, reincarnation, brother. That's reincarnation. You was in a plane. The plane crash, everybody died. You're in ICU for a whole year. You know, they got you on life support. You the only one that survived. You transitioned. You left this realm. But you're back. You reincarnated. Like what happened in New York, these two brothers, Mexican brothers, was, window washing. And the scalpel broke. And both of them fell 50 stories, plummeting to their death. They died. They're both dead, which is something that's supposed to happen. Now, the unexplainable is, how did one of them come back? That's reincarnation. It wasn't his time. It goes so far deeper than, hey man, it wasn't my time. Oh, I got shot in the head. I got shot 16 times. Niggas is hard to kill. No, it's so much. It wasn't your time. It's so much more than that. You've been reincarnated. You're metaphysical now. You're metaphysical. You're no metaphysical. You're still in your earthly body, but you're no longer an earthling. And you're no longer. I'm going to talk about this a little later because I gotta get ready for work.
You got everything?
Shalom. Everything. What's everything? I got all the spirit. Which one do you want?
Man, what we know.
We loading up the regular tools that we know. Come on, Lonzo, you gotta be smarter than the tools, man. We loading up the same tools we always load up.
I'm gonna put Alex.